What have we got here? It's a Romanian van. But the front of it's all smashed up. Oh. Nothing left inside it, look. So someone's dumped the whole van. Huh. We're going to have a look down here, shall we? You never know what you're going to find. Oh, hello. I've already found a fridge. We're going to have a look at that. I want to see a fridge over there. So we're going to park up here and have a look. Got rubbish everywhere around here. Interesting. There's a fridge. Not a lot more underneath this tree. Somebody's jumper. Cardigan. Looks like that's been there for a while. I love these sort of trees. You never know what you're going to find underneath them. There's loads of pots. And a chair. Over there. There's loads of grass over there. And wood. We'll have a walk over there in a minute, have a look. I'll drive around, see what we can find. A nice old discovery there. I noticed that the other day actually. It was a storm, streamed by Storm Tuning, that one apparently, and got a sticker on the side of it. Anyway, let's go a little bit further down here. Got a bit of trouble with my one, this trusty old beast at the minute. So I have to do a bit of work on it. I think there's going to be too much down here. That's where I used to work, that was. That's where I used to work in there. I thought they closed down. They've obviously been broken into a few times. That's where I used to work in there when I was a fabrication welder. Good old place actually. Yeah, I used to. It weren't in there to start with. It was on a farm, and then they couldn't afford the rent on the big warehouse on the farm, so then they had a look and moved down here in that little tiny little warehouse workshop thing next to the train station. So I was there, I did my apprenticeship there, fabrication, welding and everything like that. And then one day they asked me, they said, I want you to get on the train and go up north and go on the train. I said no, I'm not going on a train, I'm going up north. So they got rid of me. But the company was going down anyway. And then what happened was, the bloke who owns it, his dad bought it. He owned a big chain of hairdressers salons, and he bought it just after they got rid of I was the last person standing. They got rid of the electrician, they got rid of the general labourer. There's only 3 of us, and then I was a welder. And so I was the last one standing, and they decided, because I didn't really want to go on a train, and go up north. That was it, you know, that they wanted me to do that, and I didn't want to do that. So they said, well, we need someone to do the job. I said, okie dokie. I don't want to do that anyway. Let's have a look round here though. What have we got round here? Someone's left an old trailer. We've got, oh, it's raining. A little bit of rain. Let's go and have a look, see what I was doing. We've got, looks like part of the television and a part of the fridge. Just dumped outside there. Yeah, there's a few random things. I do find a lot of random things in random places. This looks like it was dumped on at one point. Yes. There are a few buckets and things over there. There's part of another part of a television over there. Another part of a fridge or something. The house up here, absolutely fantastic. Look at that through there. That's a fantastic house. It's massive, and it just looks old and all sort of run down. That's brilliant. See it more over through there. Oh, it's got a bit out of focus, but it's fantastic. Well, I've come to this little park. It says I'm supposed to be. I've got a nitro car in the back. Yeah, I've got a nitro car in the boot, and hopefully I'm in bloody focus. I'm getting sick of this camera. Hopefully, no, not hopefully. I mean, I've got a nitro car in the back. I have got one. Not hopefully, I have got one. Now I'm meant to be meeting one of my friends last weekend, or a couple of weekends. Every time we make a plan, because he's the one that got him a nitro car. He wanted one, so I helped him get one. And every time we make a plan to go out, he never turns up. So I found out that last weekend I come and sat here and waited for him, and he had no intention of turning up because he went out and got pissed the night before. So we made a plan, 7 o'clock, because the idea is you want to get out before the people, because this is a Sunday, and you want to get out here before people start to come out here, because then obviously, you know, they're all going to be sunbathing and whatever, although it is a bit drowsy today. But, you know, have a little play around for a couple of hours in the morning. The morning's the best time. So I said, what sort of time? 7 o'clock? He said, I'll be there. 7, half 7. So I've been driving around now for a few hours. So I'll come and sit here, not expecting him to turn up really. But I've got a nitro car in the back. I'll sit here till a little while after 7. And then if not, we'll continue on our adventures and see what happens. I'm sitting here, right? And I've just noticed, I don't know if you can see in the distance about there, there's a bike leaning up against the tree. I've been sitting, I noticed it about 5 minutes ago, and no one's come up to it. And it's like, I thought maybe someone's left it there while they've gone in the woods and picked some berries or something, because people are strange like that around here. I mean, I wouldn't go into a random woods and pick berries. I'd pick berries, you know, in a place where people don't go, but people are going to be pissing up them and all sorts in these kind of woods. And animals would anyway, but you know what I mean, don't you? I know you go and wash them, but still. Don't really want to eat a berry that a human being has pissed up. So there's a bike over there. I'm gonna have a look at it, shall we? See if there's a person there. Hello. What else we got round here then? This is a bit of a test as well. I'm going on a little walk on purpose because I've got a different microphone and I want to know if it's going to rattle like the other one did. You know, that other one rattled. So the story is, I've gone out and bought a really cheap microphone, right, and put it on there. And if it don't rattle when I walk around, I know that those expensive Rode ones ain't no good. I'm in talks with Rode at the minute to try and They keep throwing me forwards and backwards to people to repair it and all that rubbish, and they're not very helpful. But this is a really cheap one on top there now, so if it doesn't rattle when I walk around, then we're all good. So we'll find out. So I'm just walking around, seeing what I can find. There was a person by that bike, and as I walked up, he quickly ran up and jumped on it and rode off. So, yeah. Oh well. I'll sit here for a little bit longer. It's gone 7 o'clock. I ain't had any messages from my friend. So, I ain't gonna bother messaging him. What's the point? See what happens. This CB aerial. I think the aerial's alright. Not that it'll ever be in focus. Give up with that one. But the I think the setup itself, why won't it focus, man? I'm sick of it. Goes all the way up there. I think you can see the end of it up there. It's alright. I had to run an earth wire along there because it wouldn't earth. But it ain't very good. It don't really receive, it don't really transmit very well, unfortunately. Well, a bit more here, look. So we've got someone's lost some of their clothes again. And someone's lost a train over there. What else we got around here? There's loads more rubbish over there. Blimey, look, someone's lost a jumper, a pair of jeans, a sock. Yeah. It's over the other side. Sometimes there's rubbish on this side as well. Oh yeah. Looks like that's all been done and been cleared out and then filled it up again. Well, not filled it up yet, is it? There's a little bit of space left in there. Been burned though. I ain't gonna go too far, I'm just sort of driving around in the area because I don't want, if I get a message from my mate, I'll go there. I'll go to the park. I'm not expecting one. Not expecting him to go. But I'm just driving around in the area, seeing what I can find. Thought I'd come back to a few spots that you've seen before and see if there's anything been dumped, any rubbish been dumped, anything interesting. Not a lot. See what happens. Usually I'll just drive, if you're new, usually I'll go somewhere, I'll go quite far. Some places I haven't been before and places I know, fly tipping happens. But because I want to stay a bit local to that park, because it's near his house, you see, that's why I chose that park to go, because it's near his house. See, I'm prepared to drive. It took me about 45 minutes to get here to where he is, to where that park is. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to go drive somewhere else and see what else I can find. Hello. Looks like someone's had a bit of a problem. What's happened here then, I wonder? Blimey. Hello. Someone's lost both of their boots. And a drum, okay. Blimey. What have we got down here then? I don't think there's broken bottles. It's like a little path with there's trees going over it all over the place. Loads of wet wipes. What's that all about then? All the wet wipes everywhere. Oh, hello. We've already got a pair of, two pairs. One pair there, one pair there. Someone's trousers. Someone's lost their ivies. Ah, that's a nice old bit of field, isn't it? That's a nice bit of land. That'd be an ideal bit of land, that would be. Look at style. You can go and cross the railway if you want to. Of course, there would be no focus. Yeah, so if you want to, you can cross to the railway and go down there. A little bit of a footpath down there. But I won't be going down there today. I might go down there another day. That line goes all the way down there, look, see. I might go down there another day and see what's down there. But there'll be nothing fly tip down there, will there? Oh, so New Holland 370. It's been there for years. It's been there for as long as I can remember. That has been parked there for years. This is in the port now. All them big cranes up there that you won't ever focus on because the bloody window's in the way. They've made like nice roads and everything. I don't know whether I think of it being good or being not good. Maybe if I wipe the window. There we go. There's the big cranes that take off the ships from the containers. Take off the containers from the ships. Yeah. And so they've just basically made all this marshland into a road and everything, and buildings. There's logistic buildings and all sorts. There's UPS down here. Obviously doing something over there on that piece of land. And obviously doing something over there on that piece of land. I think that's UPS over there, what we're looking at there now. There we go, look. This bloody camera. Cranes and containers everywhere. Over there is just the River Thames, that is behind, obviously. The cranes wouldn't be on dry land, would they? Well, they'll be on dry land. Need the ship nearby, don't you? Well, after many hours, about 4 hours, it's now 8 o'clock. Yeah, I'm going home. I didn't get any message. I went back to the park He never turned up. I never got any text messages or any phone calls. One thing about him is that he'll agree to stuff we don't really want to do, and then he just won't turn up. I've learnt that. I learnt that the first time. Take everything he says with a pinch of salt. Because, you know, as you lot know, when I was walking around that abandoned house, it's another test of this microphone, really, this was, really, because when I was walking around that abandoned house, it was rattling like hell, the old microphone, that other microphone, and this one hopefully won't. So, I wanted to have a bit of a walk anyway. So, I'll catch you in the next one, dudes, and, you know, hopefully, next time, we'll come across something interesting. Take care.